Here we go.
My name is Noah Patino.
I'm Caden Maltz.
I'm Jaden Ko.
I'm Aiden Kinsey.
And could you please tell everyone your association with the film?
I'm just his best friend.
I just came as the best friend. That's good.
Yeah, just help them with the acting, friendship, support.
I'm director, co-writer, editor, lead actor.
I was a co-writer as well and cinematographer.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. I always try when I do my panels to learn a little something about each one, because even if you're an actor, writer, etc., tell me something about yourself. Tell us something creative about yourself, because this is an Ars Alive Film Festival, so let's learn something.
Well, I don't typically act. That was my first kind of role, but like, I had to do it for him.
Did he have to like literally like force you into it? Like, listen, I need your help. Da 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 da.
He asked me, obviously. I had to do it. And I enjoyed it. It was a good experience.
Sure.
You can put it on my resume too.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Did you enjoy it enough to the point where you're like, maybe I should just go outside my friend group and try doing this? Like more?
Honestly, not really. I never really thought of acting as like a career path.
Sure.
But I mean, it was fun. If I was like given the opportunity to do something else with him, I would definitely take it.
Nice.
100%.
Very, very nice. And you, young man?
Well, me and Jaden, we've been making projects since middle school, because we used to do a school news together. And it was school news, and then COVID happened, and we just started making movies in the news. We were just doing random stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great working with him, because it's kind of been like a dream come true to actually make something together like this.
And because you're so young, I want to ask you a question about this. What is it that fascinates you about making film? Because it's very technical and very difficult, and there's a lot of process to it.
It's just something about, I don't know, working so hard on a project that you can kind of see the final outcome so well.
Sure.
And we're actually working on a new one, yeah.
Nice!
I'm his main actor. But
Very, very cool. That's nice. So I envision that there'll be many more projects together.
yeah.
I like this.
Hopefully the next lead.
I like this. Okay, Jaden. Balance. We talked about that all day today, but you're much younger, so I want to ask you a question. Here you are orchestrating this whole movie, and you are the lead. So directing yourself and writing for yourself can be very difficult, and you can also be very close to the subject, almost so much so where it's uncomfortable. So what was that process like?
Just like, this was all last year. Like, we're getting close to like this making this like 1 year ago. And at the beginning of all this, I just wanted to make something for me. No like restrictions, no like restrictions to copyright. Just like something for me. And I started writing it. And like all those shots you saw at the end of the montage, I filmed that first. Those were just us three and Jeremy, who couldn't come today. It's just us four, basically just being ourselves. That was just a day that we spent together. I was like, I'm gonna record this, and I'm gonna base a movie around this somehow. And then when I started writing this, I got him along with me, and getting him along in this project was probably the best decision that I ever made. And just those hard scenes where I'm like expressing a lot. It's weird because I'm very out of my comfort zone doing those scenes, but it's really relieving once you do it.
Oh, I bet. I imagine. And we'll get into the process of all that stuff in a little bit. And as far as you, what is the future like? Are we doing all of these acting, directing, writing sorts of things as well?
I mean, hopefully.
Really?
It is a lot of fun, and it's really nice to see it finished. And even the journey itself is always fun. And yeah, we're doing, as he said, we're doing a new movie, it's going great. And yeah, I enjoy the whole process. So yeah, hopefully this could be the job in the future.
Sure. Now, because you are also young, I guess I have a question. Oftentimes I interview people, and even people in this room are much older, so they have different sorts of education and things that they do on their own set. What is something as a young filmmaker or actor that you would want to pass on to someone who's more of a veteran? Something you know that they may not?
It's just kind of, it's always, I guess, what I've learned is just to always have fun. Because for us, it's just kind of, during this whole filming thing, I just texted them, hey, can you film today? They said, yeah, we all just got together. And it's just, it's very, what's that word you say? Maybe you describe our shoots? I don't know. It's very rejuvenating. We come out of it just like more lively. And this was filmed during like the winter time, and it was very cold. Like it shows October, but like the beginning of it, we had to film like December, January.
Yeah.
So it was very cold for us. But like even then, despite like how freezing it was sometimes, like we got on our bikes and it was just us being us basically. And we've spent our whole lives together basically.
Yeah.
Him, high school is when I met him, but he has been one of my best friends, and it's just been quite a ride every single time I've been with them. Every day I spent with them filming this.
Oh.
To build off of that,
That's right.
yeah, I was just gonna say like outtakes are always gonna have like we have so many outtakes because like sometimes me personally I'm just the type of person I laugh at everything. It's so bad. So like as many outtakes as you're gonna have, you can't take it too seriously. You gotta finish the scene.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, this is a nice segue into this, of course, and also because you're younger, I want to ask you this question. Was part of the main motivation behind making this movie having to do with our younger generation has had it, last 3 years, I'd say, have been having issues, mental, psychological, all sorts of things going on in this world. Were there other cases outside of yourself, people that you knew? Was this almost like a collection of different people and their feelings and emotions?
Yes, we wanted this to be we wanted this to be relatable to a lot of high school students. And when I knew that this was going to be shown we have a media night at our school, and like every film that we made in that class is going to be shown on that night. And so I just kind of like went into that thinking that this is going to be shown. A lot of families and also a lot of students are going to be seeing this. So if we can somehow in a way help them relate to this, help them show that they're seen in a way,
Sure.
in like this way that I've been able to express myself, but also maybe them seeing me, like seeing themselves in my shoes. That's what I wanted them to get out of this.
Okay. When you were looking at doing this, all of you collectively putting the film together, I'm guessing one of the first things you had to figure out, well, I mean, I guess I should start with you. It's a very personal story for you.
Yeah.
How were you able to distance yourself from something so deep to you?
That's a tough question. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta think about this one. It's just, oh my god. Can you repeat it one more time?
So, oftentimes those of us who do a project, period, writing or otherwise, this is very deep and personal for you. So sometimes it can be very hard to be the actor actually portraying something so close to you. So that's why I'm asking, was there a disconnection so that you could keep doing it without saying, this is too much for me, I can't do it?
I don't really think there was a disconnection for me. In order to get my head into that space, I had to be more into like those emotions, and like this is very personal to me, in the fact that like I thought it was gonna be harder, like more uncomfortable filming those scenes, but
Sure.
in reality, it's just me letting off my steam. Like everything that has been building up, that I've wanted to been let out, I just let it through that scene, and I got to write that with him. Actually, we went through multiple times, like multiple takes of that, just writing it and just filming it in general. But we went through multiple drafts, and it just didn't feel right. There was the line of, is this too much, and is this too little? And it's just like, we just honed it down, and we just thought about, what story are we trying to make? And it's just about finding yourself through everything, and that was the theme that we decided on, that we wanted to keep going with. And that long take that you saw, we were like, I was practicing that line so much to the point that was our second take of that long scene of just filming it.
I get you. I want to talk about the mom.
Yeah, she's right there actually recording.
Oh, so we look at mom, and I guess I'm a mom myself, so I see three different sides here. I see where she's trying to connect with him, she's worried about him, and the overall, what are you doing about this, and being on him. And I feel like she sees him, but she's not really seeing some of the weakness. She's not really seeing how he's sinking and falling, etc. So the prep work involved with that, was it just, hey mom, be a mom and do this, and what was that experience like? Like, how did you prepare those scenes together?
Yeah, I just asked her. I just asked her.
Just like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he
just-
really? And that was it?
Yeah.
So it was really mom being mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about this in an earlier panel too. I'm like, you know how you love one another and you're in family together, and then sometimes when you're together, you're the director. So what do you do if you have to yell at your mom? You're a real mom.
There was a lot of times I wanted her accent to feel as authentic as possible in the story. And there were points where she would slip and like reverse